Petersons first bought this place in November '43, so my grandfather came out from the prairies, and Dad took over, I guess, in the mid-50s, and I've been here for 60 years now, I guess, too. So.
Well, I'm Ruby, I'm Gord's wife. We've been married for, I guess, 31 years, and when I married him, there was still a few Guernseys, and slowly they bred themselves off the farm, basically, is what happened. And
Come on, you just like those two together.
Well, that too.
Well, we had a Juno before the fire, 7 or 8 years or whatever. We've had a Juno, and it worked real well. As far as the robots, it was their decision. I'm the hands-on parlor guy. We had a nice parlor. I was fine with the parlor.
I was one on the fence about which color to go between red or blue. And when they took me out to look at the new A5s, I was actually very impressed with what they could do and how they were working. So I came back and I was ready to side with Mom on this one.
The switch to the robots has been really easy. Transition was very good. I was all concerned about what issues we were going to have. We never knew, but the switch over from the parlor down the road to the robots here went very good.
West Coast support was great. We
Yeah.
thought it.
Absolutely
No complaints there. Anytime we had an issue.
I will add on to what Dad said and say, if you are sitting on that bubble of however many robots, thinking about adding the extra one, just do it. It takes so much stress off your time, and like you said, on startup days, just so much easier to don't have to push 50% or 60% of a full robot through, because you can split that load between your robots.
You always worry about the problems or what could go wrong, but we had lots of help for the first few days, and after that, the cows learned.
Those are handy.
I'd go on even farther to say that I wasn't worried about the robots. I've seen what they can do, and I know what they can do. I was more worried about him transitioning to the computerized aspect of things.
My time, I didn't have to be there at certain times, and I've been very regimented my whole life. This is what I do now, and it was like you sort of felt lost for a while. I don't have to be out there at this time. That was probably the bigger challenge for me.
Yeah. Right. Once we got the cows going, and okay, they're doing their thing, and calves are fed, and cows are fed. It's like we don't have to be down there. For all his life, 4 o'clock, that was chores time. At 5:30, that was milking time. Those are the numbers that you revolve around, and you don't have to do that anymore. It's kind of like, okay.
We've been up to just about 3.5 milkings a day, and the cows have been milking really well. So that's one of the things that has probably been a bigger benefit to us and the cows, in that the extra milking. Just, because we'd have never done that. I'd have never done 3 times a day. That's just.
No, your shoulders wouldn't have let you do that.
So it's nice having all the information there. I can get up and see, okay, yeah, this is what they're averaging or whatever, and go from there.
West Coast has been a great. You guys are a great support team. You're here for all kinds of ideas. We really appreciate you being able to come and sit down with us and showing us, okay, these are the things this thing is capable of doing.
We have purchased quota, and we haven't added cows, so that we've got lots of room here to expand if we so desire to do that, and lots of robot space to use. So. Now we've got pretty good genetics here. We've been trying to do a good job there, and right now with the new barn, they have lots of space, and that's huge as far as getting cows to, if they're comfortable and have lots of space.
Yeah.
And the feed's been good, so we can't give all the credit to West Coast.
Definitely not.
We had a little part in it.
Yeah. That was part of a recommendation when we started this whole process from the brass at the West Coast. build bigger so that you have space to grow. You don't know what's going to happen in the future, but maybe their idea wasn't as much for having cows having more space to milk better, but you got options then. And as far as a startup, having that second roll, I'll say that again, was just huge. It made the startup so much easier.
Anyone that gives you horror stories that, oh yeah, transitioning your cows from a parlor to robots, no, they're just giving you horror stories because they want to. It's not as
Well,
bad
there
as
could be
they're
horror
making.
stories out there, but there's way more stories, I'm sure, like ours.
The amount of people that have come on in the farm, lots of people, they're all interested. They all knew about the fire and oh, how are you doing and blah blah. How are the cows? I said, well, come on in and have a look. And they are absolutely blown away. They can't believe it. Like, wow, cows are getting milked like that. And it's word of mouth, right? And for the consumers, for the general public, they need to see that, look, we're treating our animals better than we treat ourselves to a large degree. You know, and it's huge for us, and it makes them feel good, makes us feel good.